Is it time to buy or sell IONQ stock? In this video, we will explore IONQ in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 17th of September, 2025. And now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analyses. You do not want to miss any important updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one out of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please keep in mind that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 9th of September 2025, our system has ranked IONQ as a hold accumulate, giving it a score of 0. Let's take a look at the stock's performance during this period. During this time, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 48.73% since we first recommended purchasing IONQ 7 days ago. This translates to an average daily return of 6.96% since it was designated as hold accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system anticipates significant volatility and risk for the following trading day. Given the recent developments, we cannot determine the stock's next direction, as it could go either way. The stock has broken the very wide and strong rising short-term trend, indicating an even stronger rate of increase. For any potential pullback, there will now be support at the level of $50.57, which may present a second opportunity for growth. The current 3-month trend suggests a possible change of 13.43% over the next 3 months, with a potential return ranging from negative 33.05% to negative 12.35%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 63.27%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 18.53% to 74.73% over the coming year. In current terms, this would place the future price between $53.32 and $114.34. Our latest daily update for IONQ includes the headline, IONQ Inc. stock price up more than 5.11% on Wednesday. The IONQ Inc. stock price gained 5.11% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 17th of September, 2025, rising from $62.26 to $65.44. It has now gained for 5 consecutive days. It will be interesting to see whether it continues to gain or takes a brief pause in the coming days. During the last trading session, the stock fluctuated by 8.69%, with a low point at $61.08 and a high point of $66.39. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and is up by 59.73% over the past 2 weeks. The trading volume increased on the last day, along with the price, which is a positive technical indicator, with a total of 16 million more shares traded than the previous day. In total, 46 million shares exchanged hands for approximately $3.04 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $66.39, while the lowest price was $7.50. Currently, the price stands at 1.43%, or 95 cents, below the 52-week high of $66.39, which is also the all-time high for the stock. IONQ has recently made significant moves that could alter its risk-reward profile. The company has signed a memorandum of understanding with the U.S. Department of Energy to demonstrate quantum capabilities from ground to orbit and back as part of an initiative called Quantum in Space. Furthermore, it has completed the acquisition of Oxford Ionics to enhance its trapped ion technology roadmap and expand globally. Additionally, IONQ has announced a definitive agreement to acquire Vector Atomic in an all-stock deal, which will add quantum sensing technologies and over $200 million in government contracts to its portfolio. The markets responded positively, with stocks in the quantum sector rallying following the partnership with the Department of Energy. However, some analysts have suggested that IONQ's previous momentum, driven by retail investors, may be fading. In the short term, positive fluctuations in stock prices are expected due to news of partnerships and deals, but these may be countered by dilution concerns stemming from the all-stock acquisition of Vector Atomic and the associated risks of integration. Looking ahead, the long-term outlook appears promising, as government partnerships, broader product offerings in space and sensing, and accelerated technology development could enhance IonQ's market reach and revenue opportunities. Nevertheless, the potential for upside will depend on effective execution, ongoing financial losses, and the high valuation of the company, as success hinges on the successful commercialization of its innovations and the fulfillment of contracts. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 15th of September 2025, it was reported that B. Riley assigned IonQ a buy rating along with a hold action. On the same day, it was reported that Cantor Fitzgerald rated IonQ as overweight while also recommending a hold action. On Wednesday, the 27th of August 2025, B. Riley once again rated IonQ as buy with an initialize action. On Monday, the 4th of August 2025, Needham rated IonQ as buy, recommending a hold action. On Wednesday, the 30th of July 2025, Oppenheimer rated IonQ as outperform with an initialize action. Analysts have assigned IonQ stock a general strong sell rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio similarly as strong sell. In terms of return on investment, the analysts also provide a strong sell rating for the stock. The following signals have been identified for IonQ. The IONQ Inc. stock presents buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, suggesting a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, a general buy signal arises from the relationship between these two indicators, as the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. Should the stock experience downward corrections, support can be expected at levels of $53.90 and $43.36. A decline below either of these thresholds would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, with the stock having risen by 77.87% since. Further upward movement is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal is indicated by the 3-month moving average convergence divergence or MACD. Volume is increasing alongside the price, which is regarded as a favorable technical signal. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 20 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 20 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 8 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal from 9 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 12 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 17 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 90 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 82 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for IonQ. IonQ Inc. finds support from accumulated volume at $62.26. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction can be anticipated when the support is tested. This stock is known for its significant daily movement and exhibits a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, categorizing it as very high risk. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $5.31, representing an increase of 8.69% between its highest and lowest points. Over the last week, the stock has experienced an average daily volatility of 10.71%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for IonQ, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing losses or has negative earnings. Even well-established companies can go through downturns, often due to factors outside their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest a lack of profitability and potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 5th of November, 2025. Analyst consensus estimates stand at a loss of 240 thousandths of a dollar. It is important to monitor these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for IONQ. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might want to enter a position and use volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, IONQ encounters its first support level at $62.26. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point. Anticipating a rebound. Pause. The combined average rating for IONQ from multiple analyst sources is a strong sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 12th of September, 2025, Cardillo Robert T. conducted an insider purchase of 8,773 shares of common stock. On the same date, Cardillo Robert T. also executed an insider sale of 8,773 shares of common stock. Additionally, on the 12th of September, 2025, Cardillo Robert T. carried out an insider sale of 8,773 shares of stock options, which represent the right to buy. On the 11th of September, 2025, Dacier Paul T. conducted an insider sale of 4,175 shares of common stock. On the same day, Alameddin Rima conducted an insider sale of 19,976 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined that insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 30.058. Overall, insiders purchased 11,822,511 shares and sold 21,803,005 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $63.03, reflecting a decrease of 3.68%. This stock experiences significant daily fluctuations, which introduces a high level of risk. The 14-day relative strength index stands at 88, further elevating the risk factor. A buy signal has been indicated from a pivot bottom identified 19 days ago. Is IONQ stock a good buy? IONQ Inc. presents several positive signals. However, we do not consider these sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate. At this time, it would be more prudent to view it as a hold candidate, meaning one should hold or accumulate shares while awaiting further developments. After assessing the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 18th of September, we anticipate that IONQ will open lower by $1.14, starting at $64.30. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. It is important not to base your investment decisions solely on the information from StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With best regards from all of us here at StockInvest.